Universe, how's it going? Kinda early right now. I think my roommate's asleep too, so we're gonna try and not be extraordinarily loud, but I wasn't doing much, so I figured we'd pop in a stream right now. We're gonna be sending EX stages. Let me get rid of my RuneScape. I'm so sorry for the RuneScape blasts in a complete surprise. I am woodcutting on the iron right now. Been known to cut wood from time to time. We're gonna be doing the EX stages, wrapping up the metals as well, and then checking out whatever the other mode is. Probably. I don't know how long it's gonna take. I can't imagine it'll be too bad. Our team looks fine. I don't really know what this event necessitates. It's been a little bit. I was hoping to get your module, but it seems like we don't have the space box for it right now. Let's just send it. Let's take the Tyrant's entire kingdom. You know how we do it here. Be me, it's kind of warm in my room. Turn on a fan. Also be me, the fan makes it so it's too cold, so I need to grab a blanket. The blanket makes it too hot, so I have to turn on another fan. An endless cycle of me just not being satisfied. Alright, I forgot we have the stealthen enemies here. It's been a little bit since I've done the event. Last week I was not doing Arknights because I was trying to do a bit of Starlight Revolver. Really fun roguelike, but it was only out for a few days, so I wanted to strike while the iron is hot, as the iron striker tunity obviously would stop existing after it was no longer hot in this. I feel like it's a little bit loud, which it almost certainly isn't, but it could just be that I just woke up a little bit ago. So I'm going to lower Arknights a little bit. A smidge. Just because I assume I'm not talking super loud this morning anyways. So we don't want to have to be fighting ourselves in the audio balance. Are we about to leak? Look, that wasn't my fault. Okay, it was entirely my fault, but I was trying to balance the audio really quick. And I thought that was like the greater threat? I don't know if threat's the right word. I thought that was the greater thing to invest in. I think I want someone who can hit air reliably. I do like using the Pepinator though. Who do we want to sub out? Oh, I guess we can drop Nara too. I feel bad though, she's so strong. Let's drop Lapland actually. Oh, I forgot we got the new Jessica skin too. That looks so nice. Look at snipers who have a priority on air, because if not, those are going to give us some trouble. Maybe we just run it back. Appadoo pie. Oh, as the kids say. Hey, now, as an idea, we complete the stage. I know it sounds a little bit provocative, but I think we just go for it. I don't remember where the flying enemies came out of. I want to say here is fine, but I'm not 100 on that. I feel like they came out of these two side ones, so it might not be. But they also have a weird path. Okay, here is as not fine as it gets. However, it'll be fine. Probably. Possibly. Ahoy, my friend, out to plunder some shells from helpless sea slugs, ain't ya? Oh, yar, matey. Plunderin' IB. Sorry, I'm trying to match your energy. I'm still a little bit half asleep. I really love what they did with, like, the sand in this event. It looks really cool, and the mechanic is really cool as well. Like, you're telling me we got moving stages in Arknights now? I did not expect you to throw your thing there, but that's fine. Now we have a landmine of your things that don't hit flying enemies, I think. Maybe that's not fine. Oh, thorns. Never change. Destresum. I could see this being problematic, actually. Slow it down a little bit. Okay, that would have been a little embarrassing to lose that again. So we're gonna set up Exu on the right side this time. As much as her DPS is cool on the left side, I don't think it's necessary at all. We do have the challenge mode, which changes it so that risk surviving sailors are invisible. Honest to goodness, the amount of value I would get by just putting Inez on my team during this event is almost unmatched. But anyways, let's proceed. I think I'm gonna do this in the other order this time. Why do they do infinite amounts of damage? Oh, because they're not preoccupied yet? Oh my gosh, those enemies do a lot of damage. Holy. Someone ate their Wheaties this morning. Speaking of eating my Wheaties, I haven't eaten yet today. I gotta do that at some point. Today's kind of all out of whack for me. I woke up a little bit too early and now it feels like it's much later than it is. Which is not a big deal, but it is certainly a deal. It's one of the deals of all time, if nothing else. Alright, let's do CM this time. Old Aaron. The event was based on having Crown Slayer 2.0 as a boss and adding a bigger hole to throw him in. Aw, that's so sad. Poor Crown Slayer. Always getting the short end of the stick. I didn't realize how strong that these hammer enemies were and how completely helpless they are once you get into a situation like this. Set up the Pepinator down here. She can silence them like that. I mean, it makes sense from my understanding of how she functions, but I kind of forgot that was an option. Or disarm? I don't know what the mechanic itself is called. Cool though. Tremble? Oh, is that what it is? That's kind of a cool name for it. I'll give it. I'll respect. I think we dropped Chiav. No, I don't even know if dropping Chiav for Aslan's worth it here. But for Thorns? Oh yeah, it's worth it. Alright, maybe it's not worth it because I'm realizing now we need someone to block the invisible enemies. I've been had. Just finished around with Vina the other day. She's really cool. Did you end up picking her up in the end? I don't remember. Temporary recruitment went for Temporary recruitment is such a good system. Alright, I didn't know how that was gonna go. I don't think that setup was extremely good. But it was fine. But also having like Inez and then just retreating her would have made it a lot safer. Alright, EX2. Let's go. Let's take the Tyrant's entire kingdom. I don't know what the Polyvision Museum thing is. I realized that because I didn't do Arknights last week, everything was like way out of whack. And I saw that event, and I was like, this one has 2 days left on it. I want to at least wrap up this one if we can. I don't really know. You're gonna KO yourself, aren't you? You're bait. You're not bait. You're bait. You're not bait. I hit so hard. I could have put Aya one tile back and she would have been completely fine. Might have to re-roll this one, but that's good intel to have. Oh, I forgot we can kill these too. See, like, this is why you always pay attention to the mechanics. Because if not, you'll forget about them and you'll leak and everyone will laugh at you and call you dumb. Speaking of the HG and Viz Fetish, CM for one stage creatures is a really funny scenario. Or creates a really funny scenario. Interesting. That kind of puts the fear in me if I'm being honest with you, but I'm sure we'll see it. They do really have a big thing for invisible enemies in spite of how many The lack of sources of reveal. There's some, but I feel like there should certainly be more with how much they seem to like it. Go Crown Slayer. Look, if she had like a half a second faster attack speed, we were in. Like, it was done. Live. No. Oh my god, those things are tanky. Maybe they have a bunch of armor and I'm being dumb. It's gonna be like ever so slightly awk, but I think it's winnable. How winnable depends on a lot of things. Okay, yeah, they're resistant to physical. I was hoping that Narantuya's attack steal would be fine, but I guess they don't have that much attack. They just have 50k HP. Oh! I mean, they also have almost 3,000 defense, but they do have 50k HP. You're so right about that one. Oh, this is a real awkward stage for anyone who happens to be me right now. Alright, you know what we're gonna do? A little of this action, because we postulated it before. I think now's the time. I'm honestly not emotionally prepared for a flying enemy. Particularly one that Golden Glow is like, I don't know if I want to target this. That's kinda extraordinarily problematic. Okay, it's less problematic than I initially had thought, but it's still, what a weird stage we're having right now. We should have just killed these enemies forever ago, but we didn't. Oh no, one of them's coming over too. God's strongest soldier is allowed to exist here? That's not fair. Huge moment for a Crown Slayer though? Unironically? The fact that we won this is really a testament to how obscenely strong my operators are compared to like what I imagine they consider the average to be. And I don't think I'm that strong, but in no world should we have won this. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Wait, how does this travel? Did we lose anyways? Because that would be extraordinarily funny if that was the case. Nah, okay, we don't. Behind invisible enemies, they love low altitude hovering stuff. It's really true though. That's part of why I liked Thorns so much, is because I wasn't super invested in like the sniper meta of Yonder Year, but I did quite enjoy Thorns having the ability to hit flying enemies with his default version. I'm gonna be honest, I need to do some masteries on Thorns the Lodestar, I think, which sounds awful. But currently, when I think about picking Thorns the Lodestar versus Thorns the Thorns, I would rather pick Thorns the Thorns. And that's not a slight on him. Love how he looks, love his design and everything. I think I'm just like not big brain enough right now to figure out how to make him work how I want to. We're gonna swap up Narantuya. No, I kind of want to keep Narantuya. We have a good mage. Of course we have a good mage. We have the good mages. I go back to Lapland. Honestly, it wouldn't be that bad of an idea. I don't know. Us could be fun, but she's slow as dirt. Could set up logos with skill 1, 2, and just kind of forget about him. Let's go with that one. I didn't see what the CM was. I always forget to check it. This is nothing new. Surely it won't be the exact reason I lose. Crown Slayer, you attacked before that, right? My whole strategy was based on you stunning that person in there. It's really funny. Holy, those do a lot of damage now. Wait just a moment. Oh my god. Alright, I think I figured out what the primary threat here is. Let's reevaluate the board. I have another idea. That's really funny though. I think I'm gonna switch to another squad I have just because I don't really want to change the whole squad and I want someone with an early game. Wow, I don't run flag bearers at all anymore. What a beautiful day to be alive. Nothing against flag bearers, mind you. This is fine. This is fine. The thing with Lobster is bro does a little bit of everything, but not well justified bringing someone dedicated to something. That's kind of the vibe I get. But the animations are so heckin' cool that I want to make him work anyways. He's just so cool. I like his little circle thing and how it gets bigger. Necrosis! There's an idea. I mean, I feel like just putting Wishadel down is kind of like... Never mind. I was like, it's kind of like sufficient, but her things didn't go up in time. That's really funny. Oh, man. I'm kind of a savant at this game. It's kind of unfair to other players that all the content has to be designed around me. I'm hoping Mudrock's shield will be sufficient to survive. It's not looking promising. It's looking extraordinarily promising. I thought our sweet baby boy would not be hit in this situation. I'm a little surprised. That's fine. It's not ideal, but it's fine. We don't exactly have any ground units, so we're going to be playing this kind of close to our side, but I think we have a sufficient setup to be fine anyways. This will be sufficient. I have to remake my teams again. I feel like there was a point where I had at least 3 of my squads like doing something functionally different than each other. I don't think that's the case anymore. I think they're functionally identical, which is kind of sad for someone like me. I really have no way to reveal this enemy. That's really funny. I mean, I could pull back Inez. I might do that. But she's also totally sufficient here. Yeah, we'll assume that Saria can tank this enemy and just, yeah, very easily. Okay. Maybe I'll set up a fresh team just with a little bit of early game stuff. I'm trying to build the 4th one, but I'm lazy. See, like, my issue is whenever I think about team building, I go, man, I really want to do something like Abyssal Hunters or something themes again. Doing the Juggernaut team was really fun. Stuff like that. But then I'm like, I'm missing, like, at least one primary unit for that kind of composition, and it's a lot of work to build everyone. I don't have the resources to even get the modules I want on people. What am I gonna do? Let's grab Mumu. Haven't run her in a while. Inez just seems like a no-brainer for this event. Myrtle as well. Thorn's default. Oh, the Jessica outfit looks so good, though. You gotta admit it to be true. Gotta grab that for the outfit. Mudrock, because little Mud never hurt anybody. Typhon, because we're Typhon pilled on this stream. Cool Hayak for some questionable anti-air action. Hey, Perfumer. Try to grab like a diverse amount. Virtuosa. Is Virtuosa's module any good? I feel like I heard someone or read someone say that it was like kind of middling, which was a little bit disappointing. Jessica's module makes her invisibility revealed? No way. That's incredible. That's mind-blowing to me. Gonna tuck that away in the databanks, I think. It's goated? Oh, I kind of thought it was middling. That's awesome. I'll have to grab it then. I think I'm a little behind the 8 ball on materials, but still sounds like something worth doing. Okay, I wasn't looking at the stage for a hot second. Let's evaluate what we're looking at here. Thorns can't quite reach where we want Thorns to reach. I don't know who said it was under him, they're probably wrong. It's probably more like I peeked in the meat court or something, saw someone say like Virtuosa module and like then something else unrelated to it a little bit later, and I was like, that's it, it's gotta suck. That's awesome that it's good though, I love to hear that. Rum Gourmet. Movement speed increase when carrying booze. Ah, right, and you'll throw it immediately to the first enemy you see. Which means we could potentially do a little something like this, although I don't think we're going to be able to set it up in time. Is it only a melee thing? It's only a melee thing. Interesting. Alright. Our girl on the right side needs some help. Oh my god, I love that outfit. Huge. 10 million Mulesees. I really love stainless too. I need to learn how to use stainless a little bit better, but I love using the devices and stuff. Great character design too. You want a healer, Jessica? You can have one. Just because you didn't ask so nicely, but I knew you would ask nicely. Yeah, okay, Thorns just kinda... Thorns is the only anti-air I've needed for 5 years. I forgot we had Hul Hayek on our team. Hul Hayek jump scare did in fact pop up today. EX3. CM. I didn't check the CM again. I'm sure it doesn't matter. It might matter a lot. If it's just like Thorns takes 100% more damage, that would be wildly unfortunate. Although it still wouldn't matter because at the end of the day it's Thorns, you know. We heal that Mac. Huge spot for Typhon as well. I actually love when you can get that setup where there's 3 there, 2 on each side. He's just vibing. I don't really quite know if you deploy the shield during Jessica S3, she deploys a big-ass rocket. I did actually know that. The issue, and you're not going to want to hear it, is that I completely forgot that she had a shield you can deploy. I appreciate it, though. It was a very good call out. Thorns, I'm going to need you to do some pretty wild stuff. Thorns, you did some pretty wild stuff. Oh, we don't have Typhon skill back up. I'm like, why is everybody living? I figured it out. Totally didn't notice that. I appreciate it. Honestly, the CMs... This event doesn't feel like the hardest event. And that's not like me eating my own words to inevitably get landslided by a stage in the future. But it doesn't feel too bad so far. I don't think I struggled too much on anything. I like this team too. This team has good gusto. This team's got a little bit of chutzpah, and I like that for them. Enemy just fell into the dirt. Oh no, they went into a hidey hole. That's terrifying. Oh, right, you can get launched. I forgot that was a mechanic. I was like, I thought they were dying. I was popping off. Right, Thorns can completely negate them from traversing. Although Thorns won't be able to heal in this position, so it's really good to think about that. Since Thorns' heal is reliant on Thorns being able to, we'll go here. Be able to stop attacking for a little bit. But with Typhon, we should just shred the living heck out of this thing. Where are you going? Do not leave, flying bird thing. You're here forever. Okay, I'm thinking with this destroyed, we have a lot more freedom with our setup. I mean, we certainly do. Where do we set up Pool Heya? I think right here. I know she doesn't have any active hits other than this spot, but she'll have skill up for a lot of things. I'm sorry? Did I put Heya over there and not think about it? I don't know how she got KO'd. I assume I put her over there and wasn't thinking about it, which is fine. Less than ideal, but fine. We do have Perfumer, who does an incredible job healing the team. But isn't that bad anyways? Just a little bit everything, a little bit invis, low altitude hovering, dodge chance, kind of like the lobster. True. Maybe it's meant to be thematic. Jack of all trades, master of none. Look at the little glasses on Jessica. Love that. I've had her facing upwards, I think most times I've used her, so we didn't get to really take in how cool it looks. And a mission accomplished for it. Alright, let's look at the CM. We'll read it this time. 2 more terrible chefs appear. Buddy, I have no idea what a terrible chef is. I'm sure we'll find out when we leak it, and I'm like, oh, okay. Is it the weird slug-looking things, or is it the ones with the barrels? Alright, I found out. More likely to be attacked nearby enemies. Insult heat cannons take less damage. Okay. More likely to be attacked is fine. I don't mind that. Well, I guess I mind it a little bit. Can we think about how much damage you do? Because if it's a lot, I mind a lot. You do seem to do a crazy amount of damage. I think we're fine. As long as Thorns can kill this, we can do the exact same setup as before. Huge. I will now proceed to do the exact same thing without thinking about it. Kind of. That bird is a problem. It's not an enormous problem, but it's certainly a problem. I was hoping to recall Virtuosa there to save some juice. We are going full no juice currently. Wait a minute. I think I've met my maker. No! I understand. We need Gordon Ramsay for this one. Imagine. MasterChef Arknights Edition. I feel like we had an event like that already. There's been so many events. I was looking at one point, it wasn't even recent, it was like 6 or 7 months ago, and I was looking through like the past events and stuff. I don't remember why, but I looked through and it was like, this is the official event number 82, and I was like, there's no way we have that many events. It was some absurd number. 82 might not be on the nose, but I was blown away by how many there actually were. We're gonna play a little bit safer this time. I think that this is the most relevant setup we can do. As she'll deal with the annoying things much more post-hastedly than otherwise. And we could just use Texas here. Pull her back. Kill, and then we have a little bit of time. We'll have Texas up again for another one. Although I think we would use Texas here instead. Maybe I'll drop Mudrock here. I think we'll switch Thorns over to here as well. I think the interim spot is not particularly good, but later on it's going to be quite nice. You gonna die from necrosis, buddy? I think the answer is yes, but I don't trust it enough, so we're going to do a little Typhon action there. Or not Typhon, wow, Texas. We'll start with T. Should have deployed you one back, but we haven't learned our lesson. I think we're fine now. I think we entered the like win state functionally. Once we get Typhon fully juiced, we're definitely good. Me when my gacha game is somehow alive after 6 years. Look, I've actually been extraordinarily lucky with gacha games. I've only played a few that have EOS'd, which is quite surprising. First one I played was Girls Frontline, like on a whim, one time, ironically when I was in the hospital. But that's not a story for this time. And I was just looking for something to do and I saw it and I was like, this is awesome? Why has no one been talking about this stuff? And that was like, God, it has to be 7-8 years ago now. Crazy, I don't want to think about that kind of stuff. Alright, we do clear. Without too many more issues. And then I started playing other gachas. Let's see, I think the only gachas I played that have shut down... I know World Flipper shut down and that one still hurts. I think that Cygames is kind of a bunch of duty heads. I think it was Cygames doing World Flipper, right? Let me see. Yeah, it is Cygames. What a blunder. What an incredible game that they just kind of dropped the ball on. I try to be respectful with that kind of stuff, but I genuinely don't know what they were thinking by just EOSing it. They probably weren't making enough money and that was it, and they're like, our horse game is doing incredibly well. But, you know, can't argue. Their horse game is certainly doing incredibly well and getting a global release in like 10 days. World Flipper is definitely one. I don't remember the name of the other one that I played that was... It was kind of like mech suits, sort of. But that one, EOS, I'm pretty sure. I think those are like the only two. I haven't played too many though. We have a Myrtle box, which kind of makes me feel good about our odds in this stage. I wish these were deployable. I really like using Virtuoso to get rid of these enemies. So I think we're going to be okay regardless. I kind of like this position here because it camps like the one entrance. I wish we set up a little bit sooner though. We have already leaked. I wasn't looking at the top right side. Hate that from me. I take a little bit to take in the stage, you know. You gotta breathe in the atmosphere before you can take in the opposition. Sun Tzu said that in The Art of War, believe it or not. If you don't believe it, that's so valid. Because I don't think it's true. It might be though. Like, if you say something like that enough, you're bound to be right eventually. They go heckin' quick for the first one, huh? I guess they're not that quick. I'll be able to at least kill the first one, but they're kind of sending it right now. I don't know if Jess can survive. I mean, these don't have the buffed attack, so she should be fine for a little bit. I should have put Aya right here facing to the right, so she could have healed both spots. That would have been dramatically smarter. This is going to be a tough sell on this stage. Okay, we got Typhon's skill up. She is going to prioritize those enemies first, which is a little bit annoying. I could see some merit to having Golden Glow at this stage. Alright, now we're sauced them though, so when they get through, they're going to just basically be done already. The issue is that Thorns is not going to have any support at all because of my misplay. I didn't read what those happy-looking cannonballers do. Surely won't be extremely detrimental to the dream. Oh god! I figured out what the happy cannonballers do vaguely, and I don't love that for my odds. And yet, we find ourselves on the precipice of success, in spite of the efforts of the jaws of defeat. I could see us still losing. I know I was kind of just talking myself up quite a bit, and I understand not the play at this moment in time. I'm thinking we might be seeing the fruits of that in just a moment. Oh, you absolute fool! You're so slow! Oh, they can't make it to the exit. Never mind, easy. We definitely need to do that a lot better. Why can't I trivialize the stage? Kind of what I think every time a stage puts up any sort of, like, friction. Don't they know that they should just let me clear it and look cool? Terrible chefs decrease physical and arts damage by a larger percentage. Terrible chefs are horrifying. I certainly know how we can gussy this stage up a little bit more. Excuse me while I throw my phone off my desk for really just the thrill of it, no other reason. We're gonna have a slower upkeep because of that phone launching, but sometimes you need to break a few eggs to make an omelet. I've been had! I became behind the 8 ball. I didn't realize how tight my things were. Honestly, just throwing bagpipe on the board would make us quite a bit quicker in the upkeep. I'm considering it as an option. Also, putting Thorns right here sounds just delectable, so I think that's going to be the play next. Oh, can you not? I'm putting Magpipe on, still gets a little bit faster. That should be enough speed where we don't have to be as tight. I could also swap the order. I think having Thorns there is going to make it so the entire stage just kind of crumbles. But I don't, maybe we put Thorns down there before Typhon and that's fine. We're going to have dramatically more CC early on, which is going to be good. If we do Typhon earlier. But if we set up Thorns earlier, Thorns goes off earlier. This being said, Thorns isn't going to be able to kill these enemies for to get through. He will be able to sauce them and put the dot on him though. I'll try with Thorns this time. It'll put us a little ahead as well in Econ, which I think is a boon in itself. I don't actually know if his... It didn't count his hit at all. He can't hit them. I thought he would be able to. But he's trying his best, so we can't be mad at him. The bright side of this situation is we already have someone here. The Thorns can start pinging these guys early too. I kind of like this. I think this is the play. Now Typhon's skill comes up when the second group's up. Oh yeah, we're kind of giving him the business right now. And look at, like, Thorns is just, he's the best. I know I say it from time to time, but man, Thorns is so good. I don't know how I want to set up bonus damage here. I think we just kind of take it slow. I don't think there's going to be enough people getting through. It's totally going to be a problem right now. How many of them are going to the full bottom? Looks like we have one of them coming down. Set up Mudrock, get Thorn skills up. Thinking Mudrock's going to be a temporary placement. I mean, she should be able to heal up. I think when we tested it before, she was able to sustain. Is there anyone who could pull into that hole somehow? That hole surprises me that it exists. I'm sure there's some way. Please don't destroy my entire team streams. Well, I didn't see where we failed. I'm guessing it was northwest. I was so focused on setting up the bottom. It certainly wasn't the bottom right. I could say that with a fair degree of certainty. I don't actually know where we just died. I gotta get a smaller monitor. And this monitor's not particularly big, but this is like a common occurrence for me in Arknights. Where was it? It had to have been top left. Thorns probably had too many people there that couldn't break through. Because that was the only place I couldn't meaningfully see. We could also go Mumu to upkeep much faster, but I don't think that's necessary. Interesting that Thorns can't hit this at all, though, at the beginning. Oh, nuts. I was like, oh, thank goodness only 2 enemies get through that top side. Alright, lock in. We clear this time. I wonder if Thorns is the right play here. I mean, it feels like the right play because even if Thorns doesn't hit them, Thorns builds up those stacks. I know it's slow and it's not a massive amount of stacks, but it is stacks. Well, there's so if you summon a Destroy Launcher, you can just win the stage. Oh, because he'll just walk there. Interesting. Thorns skill, AF Yala. Thorns is just so heckin' good. See, like, base Thorns is like the ultimate lane holder. Don't look at Mountain. Look at Thorns. Mountain is temporary, Thorns is forever. I think Olpianus is also a really good one. But I haven't really, like... I don't want to say I haven't kept up, because I have kept up, but I haven't pulled him. So it's hard to be like a knowledgeable person when I know nothing on the specific topic at hand. Trying to keep eyes in every direction right now. It could be that Jessica got overrun too. Alright, we're looking okay right now. Hyphen skill comes up right when we want it to. Because those enemies are kind of extraordinarily gnarly. But we lost like shortly after this. So let's slow it down a little bit. Oh, I wonder if Jessica got stunned. She didn't get stunned here at least. An unfortunate couple deaths, but as long as we're not losing at this exact second, I think we're in good position. I have no idea how we lost last time. I mean, I can go check the VOD, and I might do it after this if I remember. You absolute buffoon. You thought you could just walk through the sand without sinking in it. Viviana, best lane holder. Unironically, Viviana skill 2 is like one of my favorite lane holders. Maybe not the best one that I've used, but it's really solid. Also, I have no idea how you destroy all the launchers in there. I mean, I guess if if you could set up Virtuosa in a way to activate her skill 3, I think it might be able to reach some of the middle ones. Alternatively, just using Lapland and Golden Glow can probably get it done, but these enemies probably help prevent it. I don't really see the threat of this stage. I'm sure I'm gonna soon. But currently this just looks kinda extraordinarily free. Really nice of them to let us always deploy on top of the person who is invisible. Unironically, they don't have to do that, so I'm grateful to see it every time it's available. I see some enemies on the bottom side getting a little bit spicy. I'm gonna set up Typhon facing the wrong way. I mean, kind of the right way, but we're gonna say the wrong way because it sounds way cooler. Not totally the route I expected you to take, but certainly a beneficial one for me. I've been meaning to try it and I have to literally know where to use it. It's tough. I mean, skill 2 is, I think, probably more solid than skill 1 to take traditionally in integrated strategies. At least early on. But like once you upgrade her, I mean, she's just tough to use in IS in general. You're basically forced with the fact that you're going to have to invest really hard into knowing where everything is. You have to hit a knowledge check basically every time you use her. Because you're going to need to know where you can set her up to have enough time to successfully get the second activation of skill 3. Or where you can set her up where skill 2 is going to be relevant. And even then, like, it's almost certainly not worth thinking about it that hard. Just put her down somewhere, spam skill 3 twice, and go burn. This one's better for the range. I mean, I feel you. But I just like S2. It's like that meme with Jeremy Clarkson, is that his name? Top Gear guy. This is incredible, but I like this. Oh, what a beautiful Thorns box to be in. Love that. He's so heckin' good. Kind of thought the enemies were going to go that way, but now I realize that they don't, so I'm in kind of a predicament. It doesn't change anything at all. It does mean I should probably swap up my team ever so slightly to accommodate this. Or my positioning, not my team. I like S2 as well, which is why I've been testing Viviana since module came out. The module is not bad. It's certainly good. I'm reluctant to say that it's incredible. But maybe it's because I have this warped perspective because I used Viv a fair bit beforehand. So I already like see her potential. I think maybe burn takes a long time to stack up, and that might be my issue. Operators will be locked off battle start. There I go looking at my phone because my roommate's like, hey, you want to eat? And I'm like, kinda. So no defenders is the charge mode requirement here. I could see that being problematic. Let's remove our defenders from the squad. I think traditionally in a situation like this, an excellent response is defenders and something else, is it? Specialists. Okay. I think a good response to this is often hard CC, which is like kind of a no-brainer. I think we'll go Suzu, skill 2. Gnosis, skill 3. What else do we want? I mean, we could just... we'll avoid using Wishadel. I think Wishadel would probably 2-hit the enemies. Oh, but Pinecone. Oh, I always forget I don't forget Pinecone exists, but when I see Pinecone, it's like the first time. Sorry, I missed what you said. Also, I am on YouTube now. I don't know when you messaged that in YouTube, but I see it now. I wish YouTube had heckin' timestamps. That's what drives me bananas about the YouTube chat. You're good, Kel. I think we do functionally the same setup as we did before. Although I think we set up Thorns even earlier. I'm hoping this is enough slow to let them sink. How about burning or something? Oh, I feel like burn takes a little bit too long to get off the ground. That's how I feel. I don't think it's like the end of the world, and I don't think it's that bad. But I do think burn takes a while. Maybe it's just because I'm not used to running burn. At least I think that's what the debuff is called that Viv got. Alright, so we're gonna have to deal with the fact that the enemies... So they do a lap here, so I actually think this is better for us, having looked at the layout. We have to deal with the fact that we can't meaningfully block them, so let's set up Suzu now as well, but we're gonna set her up down here. This will give us the luxury of slowing them even more in this lane. Gnosis as well. Shame they don't sync when they're an ice cube. That would be so immersive. I don't know if immersive's the right word, but it's a really funny one to pick. I hope we have one more loop on both of these, because we certainly need it. We don't. I think we need to reassess our setup and set up that bottom right side a little sooner. The non-issue in IS for burn is based on damage dealt. Oh, that makes sense, because if she's really buff, she'll do more. I feel like Necrosis is just so extraordinarily solid and set like a really crazy baseline for what debuffs could or will be. Like, I remember people losing their minds when Necrosis came out. I still use it and I'm like, wow, I can't believe that this works. We're gonna set up Suzerain early now, as well as Typhon to get that skill up. I believe that just with the slow here, we successfully killed him, which is incredible. Gonna put Thorns down. Hoping that Myrtle can win the fight. It looks like she does. So we've got the slow going now. We gotta buy a little bit more time for the skill to be up. Alternatively as well, I wish we could have a nice line here for oh, that's annoying. For Ifrim. You're gonna have skill for the second loop. I'm gonna set up Pinecone here. I don't remember that enemy getting through. It's probably because we didn't kill it quick enough this time, the Salt Heat Cannon. I should have saved skill until they were both in range, but this is kind of big. I think we're gonna be a little bit behind on damage still. Alright, no, we're sufficient now. This looks like it's just enough slow. As long as they do that little loop, we should be good. Which I think they all do. I hope they all do. The curse is good, but falls off a little on the high end. 12k out of 2.2 million HP isn't that insane. It's true. But man, for everything with high defense, it's so nice. I think we're basically set now. The slow strategy seemed to work fine. Pinecone's damage is also quite respectable, no surprise there. Thinking this is as good as done, assuming that they loop, which I don't see a reason why they wouldn't. Yeah, we're good. Huge Pinecone damage too. We're gonna just wait for the loop, it'll save more time. There we go. I was considering trying to skill it with Gnosis. It might have killed it, but I was thinking we were just gonna miss and slow it down. Kinda huge for someone like me as well. Let's look to the next stage. EP EX7, we are getting through there. I really like the stage's layout. Very symmetrical. Let's send it. Oh, we didn't put our defenders back on. It's probably going to be problematic, but hopefully not. We can just play it very offensive. I already see an opportunity for some shenanigans. But do I want to take them? I'm thinking actually I don't. If I set up thorns here, I can hit really nice area. Alternatively, thorns here would be really nice too. I think I'm going to go for that one. This is the one? Interesting. We'll see how it pans out. I forgot we don't have a nice defender for this. But we do have Stainless in a bubble! Give it up for Stainless. Holy. Give it up for Stainless out of a bubble as well. We're getting the whole crowd here today. I did not read what you do. I'm so sorry. Oh, it's the guy. I'm running the numbers here, and I don't think we have a ground unit that can defend that. Alright, let's put the defenders back on. Or at least, like, some other ground units. As funny as it is to leak, it is quite funny. Don't get me wrong. It makes me go, haha. Very funny. Maybe we were talking about Mountain earlier. Maybe now's the time. Mountain as a module? That's crazy. I feel like he has two. I feel like I looked at him having two at one point and was like, that's crazy. But I didn't actually build any of them. So what if, hypothetically, I put Mlinar here? And Thorn's here. Mlinar does not... I mean, no, that gives damage reduction to them, that's why. Mlinar's damage is almost certainly fine. That's an interesting spot for you. I think I know how we're gonna deal with this problem, but I don't like how we're gonna deal with it. Certainly needs a little bit of work. I was hoping Mlinar would be able to break some stuff sooner than later. And he's heckin' working on it. Yikes. I should have put down Perfumer somewhere for the passive heal. That might have been enough, depending on how early I did it. I need to change up this. Okay, he lives actually? I thought he was super dead. That's incredible. I love that for me. Alright, Mlinar, you gotta break him this time, buddy. Getting a little bit stressful with them still up. Alright, maybe next time. Maybe next time. You fought the good fight. Unfortunately, you're also dead. What the heck? I did not expect such a deluge of enemies at this point. I should have just set up Typhon forever ago and that would have solved everything. Maybe we'll be fine though. Oh, live Mountain. I'm gonna just let him do his thing. He's got this. He's crazy. The boy wonder himself. Give it up for Mountain. Live, Bubble, live. Hold. Bubble, you just need to survive like one more second. I know you're not going to, but I'm spamming clicking you anyways. Oh, but what if you do survive as a prank and then you die a second later as a second prank? How do I solve this? I don't. That's unfortunate. That was super winnable. I should have just set up Typhon earlier. There wasn't really an issue. I just kind of flubbed on that. I was assuming that Mlinar would shred it way harder, but he really didn't. Just fine. He did his best. I'm proud of him. I think he did great, and I think that what he brought to the table was sufficient. It was just my leadership that was truly lacking at the last minute. Tip, don't leak. Kind of a goated tip. Now that I know like what's happening over by that entryway, Typhon's an extreme no-brainer instead of a mostly no-brainer. I forgot that that enemy does that. If they could commit not doing that, that would be awesome. Okay, that's better. Oh, we didn't have Virtuosa up, actually. That enemy's gonna get mostly through. That's okay, because I'd rather put Virtuosa somewhere else, ironically. I'll take it as a metaphorical win. Or an emotional win? A spiritual win. She just stunned the enemy as they were about to throw their cask and it put it on cooldown. I didn't know that's how that would function. That's incredible for us. Let's put down the perfumer that we like said we should do before, but then we forgot about. Okay, so now I should be able to afford this, which I think is like the last piece of the puzzle we needed to get through the normal mode. Because now we haven't over-engineered this left side. As soon as the big enemies spawn up here, we're extremely good to go for them. Thorns will hold this just fine, seemingly. The big enemy spawned, and we've already done a huge number on them. We'll pop AFL skill, pop Mlinar skill, and the big enemies are gone. That quick. What a difference a day makes. And mission accomplished. Under the CM of it, let's see how the CM shakes up the game. 3,000 battlefields are no longer available for deployment. Don't say that. That hurts. Don't tell me it's like the 3 tiles I need for my plan. Maybe there'll be 3 completely irrelevant ones. If it's this one up here, I'm most upset. I can kind of work around the rest of my mind, but this one up here, I hate that. I don't ask for much, but that was certainly something I was asking for. It's not so bad, but that one hurts a little bit for my strategy. I think the solution is just setting up thorns further back. But I don't like it. It just makes me upset. I really like my cheeky position where we could just kill the enemies every time they try to set up a bridge. I want to go back to that time where we had the upper hand and we're not the noobs. This enemy getting through here is also new. Presumably because they can use the cannons, which I wasn't interfacing with before. I forgot that was the consequence of this. Alright. So we're not going to break that cannon ever. Which means I think we reel back our entire strategy once more into this corner. That is an incredible amount of damage. And I'm kind of like posturing like this is savable, but I don't think it is. What did we have different that caused us to die there? Surely it's not just that the bridge went up. Time for funny. That is a certified quirky moment for sure. I have an idea that I think trivializes it, but could be wrong. But I think it at least has a good opportunity to trivialize it. Oh my god, I forgot the neon outfit. Holy, that looks good. What a great series of outfits. And unfortunately, I look at my horn and go, man, I should really build up my horn. But she's still level 35 years later. Without a module. No masteries. Surprise, surprise. I have a few ideas for this one. I have a few. We're not like completely like punked yet. We're kunk adjacent for sure. But we're not done yet. That's an incredible amount of damage that she does actually. What the heck? Horn is so good at this? Ah, so we don't have the bonus damage from Thorns destroying this guy. That's what happened. Ah, okay, I'm on to you. I'm picking up what you're putting down. How do we rectify that is the question, and I don't quite have an answer yet. I'm hoping that this is just sufficient, and I'm thinking it will be. It's not. That's really awkward. I really hope that Horn can survive this without any support and without being properly built. That would be so cash money. Neon, you don't want to get KO'd here, right? One of those guys is still coming through. Is that the same one? That's gotta be a different one. Alright, I like our Gusto. I like our Gusto, but our execution needs a little bit of work. I also want Mudrock back, which, surprise. I know, but hear me out. Mudrock's extraordinarily good at fighting those enemies that throw the kegs, so I'm hoping that that's going to solve my problem. If we move Myrtle down one area, it changes the order in which the enemies spawn. I'm kidding, I'm making that up, I'm sorry. Gaslight Co. Maybe we need to run another dedicated healer too. I'm gonna have to wait for a second here to put down Mudrock. I would like to run this side without a healer on it, but I think that we need the healer here. I'm liking our odds slightly more now. This is not the challenge mode version of the stage, and I hate that so much. But at least I figured it out before the end. I don't know why it just doesn't default to the one you were playing before. That's okay. I was like, man, everything hurts a lot less suddenly. This is awesome. Yeah, that hurts. That really gets you right in the pride when you're like, okay, we figured it out. This is easy. This isn't too bad. I think I could do this. I almost feel like I've done it before. I can't tell you why. I could also set up Mumu for a little bit more DP gen. They're so tanky. Okay. We've stabilized like slightly. But man, everything has so much health though. I guess I can put Mudrock up now. I don't know why my timing is so different. I never activated your skill. You're not healing. Please live. I am filled with hatred in my heart. I think we just restart. Maybe not. No, we certainly restart. How do I always forget that? See, that's why Thorns is better. You don't gotta remember to use the skill. That's not true. You just have to use Thorns' skill one more time so it becomes more urgent to you. Plus you gotta wait for the bar to fill up, and Mountain's bar is always full basically, so it's like, you know, it's tougher to use Mountain than Thorns. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. I hope I properly explained my feelings on the matter, and I hope that I elucidated some of you. This is the challenge mode because there's two little happy X's there. I'm gonna go with my original setup order. Be aware of the big damage reduction guys taunt. I am aware. I am. I was hoping that with the double hit it would be fine. With Typhon hitting both the big guy and the angry pirate with the weird fish bird thing. Because I want to deal with this anyways. This is just like hitting a BOGO. Because we are hitting one of them here. That's exactly what I want. I just need Mountain to live one hit, and I know it's my own fault. But if he just lives a little bit longer, I think the whole stage comes together. I'm gonna try and swap Mountain, although he's so like financially viable. He's so inexpensive. but like I just need like one more second. That's it. All according to plan. Throw the shades on. I just need 1 second, Mountain. Yeah, I know you're level 40. I don't want to hear it. You're also, like, pretty solid defensively as well, shockingly. But Viviana's a little bit better than you. And it might be because she has 50 levels up on you, my dude. Who can say? Honestly... But we want to keep Mountain. I think if I just swap Perfumer for Texas and use her to fix that little itty-bitty issue in the beginning... Viviana, honestly, if she was slightly cheaper to run, I would have her run skill 2 there. I think it's viable. I think the possibility's there. I've suddenly forgotten how to run the stage entirely. This is not what we want. This does mess with our econ a lot. That enemy's gonna go upwards, and I don't think I'm gonna have an answer for them. Congratulations, Mountain. You've been promoted to top lane. Maybe I go with that Typhon early here? I could certainly use Texas to mitigate a lot of the bad of this. Because keeping this enemy in one more Viviana, or Virtuosa cycle, god, too many Vs, really rectifies a lot of the issues that were previously presented. It does put Thorns where I don't want Thorns, though, so I see that as a potential big L moment. That is a big L moment for certain. I put her down a little early. Alright. This is not the position I was hoping to be in at this exact juncture, but somehow it's kind of working out extraordinarily well. I still think we're gonna lose. Like, don't get it twisted. I think that we're like, maybe not 100% dead, but at least like top 80% dead. I didn't realize that this enemy would leave their perch either, which surprises me a great deal. Man, I wish I had the positions of the allies up there changed a little bit. Can't tell you why. Oh, we're cooked. I'd go as far as saying we're well done. This is like the biggest spaghetti factory I've done in a while. Honestly, Typhon's damage though? Not bad. Local hero surprised that Typhon does damage. More at 11. I cannot believe that we're going to win. That was a really sad showing, but we'll take the W. And we get the stainless post screen. Does it get better than that? Questionable. EPEX8. What a spaghetti factory. I think the plan is going to be, assuming I can wrap up EX8 and stuff, I might go do breakfast with my roommate. I didn't realize they had the day off today. And then we'll do Polychrome, I think, tomorrow for part of tomorrow's stream, or maybe later today. I don't actually know what this enemy does. Oh yes, why I did pick the single worst position to put my Virtuosa in. How did you notice? I like how observant you are about those kind of things. It's a shame you can't use the cannon to your advantage. That's... Oh, it's Wagayaiba. I forgot about you. I love you. Bold of you to assume you're clearing EX8. Kind of my assumption. We'll give it a little bit though. Honestly, I surprisingly struggled a fair bit on the default 8 stage. It was not an easy one for me. I say surprisingly, it's not that big of a surprise, but it was not easy. That doesn't spark joy. Can I stun that? I can. Huge. I actually love that for me now. My opinion on that situation has flipped dramatically. Anastasio, the Atoner, you're so cool. Why aren't you playable? This is a lot of damage. And I'm not huge about that as a concept. If you could stop killing my units across the map, that would be so cool. Like, really cash money. I mean, in time for breakfast? Yeah, that was kind of what I was thinking too. That's why I figure we'll give it a few shots and then we'll play it by ear. I don't mind splitting it tomorrow too. There are streams where I'll just kind of dedicate it to the final stage of an event. So we're doing something extremely wrong. Something extraordinarily wrong. What are we doing extraordinarily wrong is certainly a question that you can ask, and it's not one that I think I have an answer to currently. But hopefully we can figure it out. We could stop agitating the cannoneer prematurely. There's an idea for sure. And just like do a little safety econ. But we do have to put something in response here. I think we'll do mountain. Okay, that does deal with the enemy in the middle. We've made it past dying immediately, which is kind of huge for someone like me in a position like I'm in currently. I'm gonna play it extraordinarily slow and just try to keep an eye on what's going on. I think anytime we can, if we drop Texas on this enemy, it interrupts their ability, which is actually incredible intel to have. It'd save us a lot of heartbreak in the long run. Texas going down isn't an issue. It just kind of saves us a few clicks. That's rude. I forgot that enemy has a ranged attack. The issue is that this boss gets really out of hand really fast. So letting them get too far without phasing them does not seem like it's part of the grand plan. If possible. Which is to say, lol, Lamau. I didn't think that they were susceptible to stun, so that actually surprises me a great deal. Oh, I was really hoping that wasn't going to reach that far. In my heart, I knew it had to be the case. But I really wanted it not to be. Hey D, oh my goodness, the Sippy Redeem feels extraordinarily loud. Maybe I have to change that. Appreciate it though. Except to that, make sure you're staying hydrated as well. I think we're dead. Like, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I think we're about as dead gets. I think it's like potentially possible that we're not dead, but I'm pretty confident we're dead. Like right now, in fact. Live, Texas, live. No, yes, Texas, how did you survive that? Incredible. Hold. Hyphen, you gotta stun this bad boy right now. I don't know if you can in this phase. You cannot. We're so dead. Oh, you're so cool. This is kinda awkward. This has some awk to it for sure. I don't think it's totally lost, but I think it's getting close. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna wait for the attack, we're gonna recall, and then we're gonna swap to Mudrock, assuming we have enough time to do that. You gonna do it or no? Because if Mudrock tanks it, I think we're done either way. You might just not have another one in ya. Alright, Mudrock. Be the hero we need. Why is the stage not over? Do I have to kill the cannons? Oh, there's still the people over there. I didn't even realize. Technically, we can win. I don't think it's worth it. You're getting Crown Slate? I did get Crown Slate. Omayomu, Shinderu, and we are done. This boss is so tanky. Honest to goodness, I think passive play is absolutely the play. I wonder if it can be feared. If it can be feared, I'm interested in running Lapland to try and get some CC. Damage reduction when not blocked. How do you block such a powerful, beefy boy, though? That's the moral question that we find ourselves facing on most days. Honestly, tanking it with, like, a tank that's just far away from the group doesn't sound that bad. But also, this boss is so cool. I think we've got it. Maybe not this attempt, but I think the next, like, 2 attempts or 3, we got it. I should have kept Mumu on. I wish I did. I regret not having Mumu at this exact juncture in my life. I want more DP gen. Legally, we can use Bag Pipe a little bit, but I don't think it's really going to be it. I mean, sure, we can run Bag Pipe here at least. Really want to put Mudrock here, but I think I kind of have to. Maybe I don't have to. But I want Thorns to get an opportunity to not be dead, which is kind of like a power move for us currently. Which path did the boss go down? The right one or the left one? Because if it's the right one, I'm about to look real foolish right now. If it's the left one, maybe we're in it. I cannot believe you just died, but I can also totally do it. Huge. She was so tanky. You go down the other side. Really? You would just go down the right side like that with no shame. I'm embarrassed for you that you would be willing to do something like that. That's really embarrassing that you think that going down the right side is like something that's like okay to do. This is real heckin' awkward. I'm almost wishing I'm not facing the boss right now. I think we'll put Mountain here to try and bait out the attack. That's really awkward. Oh no, that was the worst thing that could have ever happened. It's kind of extraordinarily funny. They add extra cannons. I saw those before, but I didn't really understand what they meaningfully did for the run. But now I get it. They just ruin everything. They make the boss more powerful as well. Okay. That was good intel. That was incredible. Okay, hear me out. There's a hole. Going for the Crown Slayer ending. That bait was supreme. It was kind of incredible. I'd argue that it was immaculate, even. Alright, let's give this 2 more tries. Give it 2 more tries, and then I think I'm gonna go wrap up and eat something. I gotta eat anyways. Might do a little bit more after lunch or something, but also might not. We'll see. Currently in a play it by ear kind of mood. Alright, so we don't want to set up there. That's a bad spot. There's a no-no zone. My eyes are like looking 2 different directions right now to try and keep up on what I need to look at. Alright. Huge. I think this is the positioning we want. This feels good. Mountain's so incredible. I know I was kind of like talking him down a little bit before, but I'm hecking glazing him now. One man does it all. There is like kind of an issue here. I don't really know how bad Chonkatorius Maximus down here is. Looks extraordinarily hard to kill. But looks like we're gonna barely eke it out. Oh, not the most cash money thing ever. Alternatively, I could have just Golden Glow skilled. Don't do it! I forgot that you get to get one of those for free. I watched it. Okay, I didn't forget. I watched it and I was like, huh, that's interesting. I wonder if that was caused by the phase transition or by KOing someone. And it turns out it was the phase transition after all. That's cool. Hey, maybe we survive for a while. I mean, Thorns is going to get skill up in a sec. That'd be pretty big for us. Oh, you go right to the exit. Ah, that makes sense. I've always wondered why bosses take their time just like styling around the arena. You've got it figured out, buddy. Oh no, that's really funny. I kind of love that. How do we switch things up to make this a little bit more viable? Let's look at the map. Shoot 2 tiles below where you placed her makes the boss free? That sounds like bait. I'm willing to hear you out, but that sounds kind of incredulous. I trust though, I trust. I do. I genuinely trust, but I can't believe it. It's just a surprise to me. Yomu having mercy on my poor roommate. Slowly starving right now as I lose to the boss stage over and over again. Make sure to use S3 before phase transitions. Ah, that makes sense. Man, Shu's so cool too. They really killed it on some of the more recent op designs, I feel. I'm kind of like struggling on where I want to put people here. I'm thinking about the phase 2 positions and it really throws me off. Because the cannons are going to be... I mean, the cannons also get like retargeted, I think. Also, Back Pipe is still doing an extreme amount of work. Lapland's kind of annihilating that? I'm surprised. Honestly, Shu's self-sustain kind of nasty too. I want to put down a healer as well. I'm not quite sure where to do so. Perhaps here? I hope that timing was okay for him. You're still very strong. You're still extremely strong. I like the idea. But holy cow, boss still does approximately 400,272,982 damage per hit. Could have a rounding error in there, admittedly. Oh, don't leak. I had a plan. I think I have this dead to rights. I think that this is free. I gotta play it out and see, but I think I'm just like good. I think I just misplayed slightly too hard. Huge. Baited and outsmarted. I hate that I'm gonna win this. Oh, I hate that I'm gonna win this. I'm not gonna win this. I'm gonna win this? I'm gonna win this! Oh, the emotions! Oh, I'm gonna lose this. I'm gonna win this? Aw, man. I certainly was gonna win it, but it's gonna be really sketchy. Ah, that's rough. The Spaghetti Factory. It's still open. Even on Monday mornings? Usually they only open for dinner, but here they are. Alright, one more. This is the actual one more. Thinking I'm gonna change up the strategy a little bit once more. If you teleport phase 2 in the sand, bro just falls in and dies. Really? That's kind of sad. Ah, okay. That one didn't count. I was thinking that Shu just kind of keeps him in place so he can't just keep Omaewa Mushinderuing. Then I had flashbacks of Mr. Blacksteel killing me over and over again. Good memories, good times. I should really build Mountain one day. That's the wrong spot. Huge. Imagine if they give Golden Glow Necrosis, that would be cool. I think that might make her viable to use. I'm surprised the boss is even susceptible to sand. That's really funny. I would totally assume that that's not the case. Only mean in phase 1. Ah. Interesting. I hate everything you stand for. And everything you brought to my world. But you're also really cool looking, so you get a pass. But also stop that. I think we could still win. I think that putting Golden Glow there is actually like a huge minus to our strategy. Rather than putting Lapland, who is apparently incredible in that position because her wolves are dumb. Oh, fear! Fear! Ah, as up go up, I was like, maybe he goes into the sand? Straight into the drink? Uh-oh. That is really skirting the line. This just becomes so much spaghetti. This is such a classic for me. I love it. Thinking we're extraordinarily dead. I'm gonna recall to get a little bit of juice back though. Do a little econ action. That was not the econ action that you're looking for. What do we do here? I think we lose. I could put down Thorns, but I think Thorns gets one hit. Put down Texas, but I don't think the econ's worth it. I could put down Typhon, but I think she gets one hit. I really should have stalled like another second. Come on, Liv. No! The cheese factory. Alright, I'm doing this later. You can fear him on the bridge, doesn't drop him. Oh, that's a good idea. There's a lot of interesting solutions to this. It's just once he gets out of hand, it tumbles really bad. I'm gonna go stop for now though and go do breakfast because I've already made my roommate wait a while. I might do another stream later today after lunch, we'll see. If not, we'll do this tomorrow and then we'll check out whatever the polychrome thing is. I forget what it's called. Polyvision, not polychrome. I have no idea what this is, but I'm super interested. I don't know why there's a cheat codes button either, but we'll figure it out. We'll try to get that medal. We'll finish up this medal too. I don't know what we're missing for it. I imagine we basically just have to do the EXCMs both. Either way, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully we'll see you later, or if not later, then tomorrow.